How are you guys doing? This morning we're going to talk about why magical minutes are so powerful. So magical minutes is a term that I came up with as going through my own self-love journey, and I'm just here to tell you today a little bit about why this method is so powerful and how it could help you in your own journey as well. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm coming up here. So if you guys are watching on Facebook right now, I would encourage you to, when this video is done, that you'll head over onto my YouTube channel, search my first and last name, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for every time that I come live. So I'd love to have you in that space. There's lots of yoga videos, meditations, self-love chats with other like-minded women, and just self-love advice and stuff like that. So we'd love to have you over there. So let's just bring my thing up here so I can see who's popping in, maybe, if it's gonna work. There we are. Okay, so let's get into it. So Magical Morning Minutes is something that I have come up with as a way to start my day off right, and it doesn't take very long, and that's why I say Magical Morning Minutes, because minutes are precious. I realize that our lives are busy, and it's important to still take that time for yourself. So this is kind of relating to self-care, but it's also a part of different journeys that I'll talk about in this video. So Magical Morning Minutes are kind of sections of time that you're going, good morning, Cindy Kelly, I see you there. So Magical Morning Minutes are kind of parts of your morning that you're going to set aside for some form of your personal well-being. So whether it be something to help or develop your mind, your body, or your soul. So you can look at this a couple different ways. I've looked at it from a stance of like mind, body, soul type sections and areas to make sure that I'm tending to all those areas, or it might be areas like physical, spiritual, emotional, financial, and mental. So so how we do this is we look at all those areas and maybe take some time before you start doing these morning practices, and just think about, am I nourishing all these areas of my life? So am I nourishing my physical health? Am I nourishing my mental health? Am I nourishing my spiritual health? Whatever these things, or am I nourishing my mind, body, or soul? So coming up with, if you're doing these things, and then maybe putting this into practice in your day-to-day life. So it might be, so choosing your activities, setting aside time, and then starting the timer and just doing those things. So for example, one of my favorite ones to do is a morning journaling practice, and this kind of helps to benefit my mind and my soul. And I do my morning journaling practice that I do, that's my Magical Morning Minutes, that I do more often than not. Good morning, I see somebody there. I think that's probably, hello. I wish it would tell me who it is. My journaling practice that nourishes my mind and my soul, or my spiritual and emotional health, or my mental health, is a journaling practice that I break down into 3 sections. I start with some affirmations. Usually they're the same ones because I am currently working on certain affirmations that I'm wanting to believe. And then I also have great things I'm grateful for. So I would have a list of things that I'm grateful for, that and those things change every day. I make sure that I always have to have something that I'm grateful for about my body, but not always. So that's another thing that you could do. And then my last thing is writing down goals or dreams or manifestations, but writing them down as they already happened. So writing down those things as if they've already happened to me, what it feels like, and just live through that journal. And then I will often put a crystal on top of the journal to kind of reaffirm that energy into the universe. And that's kind of my daily, that's where I spend most of my Magical Morning Minutes. And I know I should probably spend some time on the other sections, but I just love that part. Hi, Cindy Kelly, I see you shared the video. Thank you. So some other ways you could do this, and this is all relating to self-care, right, you guys? So if we're talking about physical magical minutes, then it could be, I love your 3-part journaling system. Yes, me too. I love making that a part of my everyday. Um, so if we're talking physical health, it could be doing 10 minutes of yoga or 15 minutes of movement, whether you're going for a walk, whether you're, doing a workout on the TV, whether you're going to a class, whatever those things are, that would nourish your physical self-care. And then if we're talking about financial health, that could be sitting down and making an effort to making a budget or looking at your finances and seeing where everything is. That is something I need to work on, and I'm currently taking a course to help me with that. And so that's the other thing too, is like as we're nourishing our mind and our financial health or whatever kind of health you're nourishing, it's helpful to take courses on those things too. Like the online world is amazing on how it can support every area of your life. And I know not everyone is convinced that online is good. They would rather have things in person, which sometimes is the case. But I really do feel that I have learned so much online, and I can kind of go into my community where my mentor is, and I can say, hey, I need some help on this area. Does anyone have a course on this? And usually they do, and I have been helped by so many people in my own kind of personal journey. So also, when we're talking about investing in yourself is part of your self-care, it totally is. Like investing in yourself, taking a course, or investing in yourself. What would it be? Like maybe getting your hair done or going and buying a new shirt or whatever it is. That can be a part of your self-care too. So really what the point of this video is that you really just need to, in order to kind of feel like you're living a balanced life, we really need to incorporate these magical morning minutes into our day, whatever that looks like for you. It may not be journaling, it may not be yoga, it can be something totally different, but just sitting down, taking that moment to write down all the different areas of our lives and whether you are being nourished by those different things and whether you're paying attention to all those things so you're living a balanced life. So once again, like I said, so here's really what I want you to do to start this if you haven't started doing any kind of morning magical minute or self-care routine, is to get a pen and paper or write in your phone on a notebook on the 5 areas of our life. So writing down physical, spiritual, emotional, financial, and mental. And then once you're in those 5 areas, then writing down what are you currently doing to nourish all those 5 areas. And if you're not doing something in one of those areas, then maybe that's where you need to start. And you need to set aside those minutes in the morning. It can be only 5 minutes if that's all you have. And just starting to develop a routine and making sure that you're nourishing all those areas of your life. And it's magical, you guys. I'm totally telling you it's magical if you're able to set aside those things. I have a couple Facebook comments, and I'm not sure who they are. So it's a great community, and that's my mentorship community that I'm in, and I sure get a lot from you in this group and community too. So thank you, whoever that is. I appreciate you. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or if you're wanting to learn more about Magical Morning Minutes, in my free community, I actually have a 5-day challenge that goes over this exact thing. It's called the 5-Day Self-Care Challenge, and it goes through developing a self-care routine, and a part of that is our Magical Morning Minutes. You get kind of a planner to kind of assess all the different areas, and so it kind of helps you to be organized when you're starting to do this stuff. So it's all free. It's in that community under the guide section. And so that's in my community called Imperfectly Perfect You, Self-Love at Any Size. So if that's a community that you're not in already, we would love to have you in there. We are a group of women empowering each other to find self-love at any size, transform our fear into courage, and just show up as we were meant to be in this life and shine brightly. So we'd love to have you in that space if you're not in there already. So before I head out of here, I have one more thing to chat to you guys about. Where is it here? I am taking a kind of an interest list for my uh, uh, group coaching program called the Self-Love Revolution with Martina. This is going to be a group coaching and one-on-one coaching program where you are taken through all the things mystical and magical, and to help you find self-love at any size, uh, embrace who you are, what you are, show up with confidence, and just become who you were meant to be. And you may have a lot of blocks preventing you from doing this, and we're going to uh, dive deep into those areas and make sure that you have all the tools you need to show up as your best self and love who you are. And when you do that, it's amazing how you show up for life. So I would love to help you with that if that's something that you feel called to. I am currently taking the first 10 people into the program that's starting this fall, and that those 10 people are going to be receiving the program at a 90% discount. So it is a crazy, crazy value that those first 10 people are going to be getting. So if you want to be one of the first 10 people in the program to receive that, like, mind-blowing discount, please just message me the word self-love and I will add you to the list so you know when pre-registration will be starting. That'll be starting in August registration, so I'm just taking an interest list of names right now. I have a couple people already interested, so if you do want on that list, I wouldn't wait on that. So that's all I had for you guys. I hope you have the best day, and we will see ya tomorrow. Bye.